The smart Baton Rouge business traveler travels out of Baton Rouge. Why? It's about not having to wake up hours earlier, fight traffic, and stand in long lines. It's also about BTR being closer, more convenient, with non-stops and short hops to anywhere your business takes you. Smart. So for your business, if it's about being one step ahead and not dead on your feet, then it's about time you flew BTR. Baton Rouge Metro Airport. It's about time.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
Welcome on into Inside the Jaguar Nation. I'm Morgan Beard alongside Aaron Lee as always. And it may be hot outside, but it's feeling like fall because we're talking football at the top of the show.
Yeah, that's right, Morgan. And football never stops here in the South, and we're talking NFL football. And it looks like a few Jaguars are representing at the next level. Isn't that right?
Oh, that's right, Aaron. Rookie minicamp starting last week as players reporting to their new teams. And it was the first time coaches looked at their new draftees and undrafted free agents, evaluating how they'll be used and how they contribute to the team next season if they make it that far. Now, along with that, minicamps, kind of like a classroom, Aaron. Guys learning. They're digging in the books, busting out that playbook, and really finding out what it takes to be an NFL rookie.
That's right, Morgan. But you can't forget about those rookie pranks. But speaking of rookies, number 1 on the field, now number 20, but still number 1 in your hearts. Danny Johnson was out there making plays as usual, joined by his former teammate, tight end Dylan Beard, who's also showing his talents in D.C. Now, Danny signed with the Redskins while Dylan is trying to earn a spot on the roster. Former football scout Chris Landry sat down with our very own Brian Holland to discuss Danny Johnson's impact on the Redskins.
Hey guys, yeah, just kind of cleaning up after the NFL draft. Of course, got Chris Landry with me, LandryFootball.com. First off, let's talk about Danny Johnson. And I saw you're tracking him at the Senior Bowl. What maybe kind of scared some teams? I know not every defensive back is the right fit for the right system there at the NFL level. Do you like the fit at Washington? Do you see him maybe having to make it a little bit more on special teams for the Redskins?
Well, I think a lot of young guys, particularly if you're not a high draft choice, special teams is where you gotta make your hay, and I think that's where he is. I think he's a really top-notch competitor, really good football player. I wouldn't say he's speed deficient, but he's not ideal there in terms of a pure man cover guy. Right. I think he'll hit you. I think he can play inside in their sub packages. It's just a matter of, opportunity. The tough part about it, Brian, is you get these guys in, you got to make your mark early because you don't have a lot of reps, a lot of opportunities. So a lot of it is situational, and I think he'll get a chance, but he's going to have to be a demon on special teams. That is where you really determine your last few picks, where you're going to go and who you're going to keep, because that really determines it.
And another former Jaguar defensive end and linebacker Aaron Tiller received an invite to Titans rookie minicamp. Just as Dylan Beard, he is looking to earn a spot on the roster next season. Now, it will be tough, but Tiller has a lot going for him. Speed, quickness, and agility. And Morgan, we all know about his heart. But the Titans have a new head coach in Mike Grable, who's an all-pro, 3-time Super Bowl champion and former defensive end himself. And he's no stranger to evaluating good defensive talent.
And talent is exactly what Tiller has. Might be a little raw, number 5, but like you said, Mike Vrabel, get in there, coach him up. But you don't need no coaching right here for the human jukebox.
Because they always got talent, right?
Oh, yeah. They
full of talent right there.
As we always bring you the sounds of the human jukebox. But hey, it's time for our first break. But we're not done with Danny Johnson just yet. Ashley Otis and DJ hitting the town, indulging on some of his favorite foods, and of course, some good conversation.
But up next, the season is over, but we're still talking baseball. Hear from Coach Jackson on this past season when we come back to more Inside the Jaguar Nation.
You're watching Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm, with Brian Holland, Morgan Beard, Ashley Lyotis, and Aaron Lee.
That's right, that's the crew, and right now, Morgan Beard and Aaron Lee with you here for Inside the Jaguar Nation. And we talked NFL football, rookie minicamps at the top of the show, but we're not done yet. Let's dive into some more football, Aaron.
Shall we, Morgan?
Of course, I think it sounds good.
After this past week of rookie minicamp, I'm making my case for 2 former Jaguars, 2 SWAC players, 2 high character and exceptional athletes getting a spot on the Redskins roster this fall. Now, for Danny, we know he's signed and he has a contract. However, he's not in the clear. You still have OTAs, summer camp, and preseason games. That can determine who stays, who goes, and what other guys get cut. But I don't think that will happen. I think he will find a spot. Just like Chris Landry said, special teams is the key. But I think he should get some reps in as a punt returner. We know what he did there for the Jaguars. Now Dylan Beard. The Redskins have a tight end, Jordan Reed, and Vernon Davis, and some other names, but the one guy, he gets hurt, which is Jordan Reed, and the other guy is a veteran who's aging. So why not bring in a young guy who can catch the ball and block and has a high upside? Look, both of them have a chip on their shoulder, and look, I'm taking the hard-working underdog in most cases. So head coach Jay Gruden, give my boys a shot.
You heard it right here from Aaron Lee. Good stuff. But as we switch gears, and of course, we're not done with football. We'll be talking about it the next couple of weeks at least here on Inside the Jaguar Nation. But with the SWAC tournament wrapping up in New Orleans with Texas Southern defeating Grambling State 18-3 and earning an automatic bid to the NCAA baseball tournament, the Southern Jaguars are serving their last year of a postseason ban. Now, the Jags, the season didn't go as planned. But here's head coach Kerry Jackson looking back on what happened in his first year at the helm.
You know, it hasn't been the best year from a wins and losses standpoint, but that was one of the things I told our guys coming into the year, that we couldn't really get focused on the wins and losses, that we just kind of had to focus on the idea of what we needed to do to get better. And so we've had our ups and downs. We've taken steps forward, although they've been small steps. They've still been steps moving forward, and take a couple steps back every once in a while, but then we get back in and correct it. And so it's not the season that they wanted to have. Ideally, it's not the season that I wanted to have. But in the course of our year, here we're sitting here at 39 games. We've seen some improvements with our guys moving forward.
Here we wish the Jaguars future success. Rooting for Coach Jackson, really like that guy. But someone that always has success, Morgan, every week here on Inside the Jaguar Nation is the Human Jukebox. It's time for a break, but coming up later in the show, it's almost time to get low on the bluff. We'll tell you why.
Get low. Hey, it's finally here, though, and we let you know who, what, where, and when it comes to the Taste of the Jag event. You don't want to miss it. That and more coming right up here on Inside the Jaguar Nation.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
That's right. Welcome back to the show. And as we do every single week here on Inside the Jaguar Nation, the Aaron Lee letting us know what's
like
going
the sound
on.
of that.
Yeah, the Aaron Lee. I'm gonna stop saying that now. Your head's getting too big over here. But no, Aaron Lee always likes to bust out the calendar, let us know what's coming up for the Jaguars on our campus. We're in those summer months. Not a lot going on, but still a little something.
Yeah, Morgan, it's a little light over there on the bluff. We only have a few more events coming up, but let's look at them anyway. Hey, we have track and field this Thursday, May 24th, NCAA Regional Round in Tampa, Florida. That time is to be announced. And again, this Thursday, May 24th, the Taste of the Jag at the Belle of Baton Rouge at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And Morgan, tell us more about the Taste of the Jag.
Oh, what a good way to segue to that, Aaron Lee. As you said, Taste of the Jag is the name. It's this Thursday, the Southern University Athletics Department hosting the event, 6 to 9 p.m. at the Belle of Baton Rouge. Now, the ticket cost $25 in advance. So ahead of time, we will be saving $10 because if you get them at the door the day of, $35. And of course, Jaguar jerseys for sale at $150 a piece. The big one, that #1 jersey right there, game-worn Navy jersey, including Danny Johnson's #1 right there. It'll be hosted by Latangela from Max 94. You know that. And the mission to raise funds for the athletic department. The event, well, you know, this is the main one here. They got some good food over here at Taste of the Jag. You're going to have BRQ, Boil and Roost Southern Kitchen, Chicken Shack, walk-ons, and, of course, a little Raisin Canes. Here's Director of Development for the Athletics Department, Khadijah Campbell, speaking on the event to come.
Food. I'm looking forward to socializing with our fans. All of the attendees will have an opportunity to meet with the coaches, the athletic director, of course. The president of the university will be there, and our athletic staff. So it'll be a fun fellowship event for the Jaguar Nation. We're also encouraging all of these teachers, because we do know that this event will take place the day after their last day, to come out, and we'll be giving group discounts as well. Individual ticket prices are $25. The group rate is $300 if you are in a group of 15 or more. So you get a little bit of a discount. So we're encouraging our teachers to come out and party with a purpose with us.
Hey, thanks to the lovely Khadijah Campbell stopping by in the studio, giving us some information. So Taste of the Jag, you see the billboards around town, a lot of energy, a lot of hype coming up for this event. You're excited about it?
Yeah, I'm excited, but I'm excited about the food.
Yeah.
Look, being down here in Baton Rouge, we have some great food. I want to taste Chicken Shack. Look, we eat enough canes already, so let's leave the canes alone.
I don't
being
know
right
if we eat
outside
enough,
the station. So also there'll be a lot of things there we can do. What you looking forward to, Morgan?
That Danny Johnson jersey on sale.
You gonna buy a Danny Johnson jersey?
I don't know. They got
I
money
feel
up.
like he should send us one.
Well,
we should have jerseys for the show, you know? Maybe the first game of the season.
Maybe we can work on that. Our
Coach
people,
Dawson Odom, send us the jersey.
Our people.
Put us in, Coach.
Our people will talk to your people, DJ and Dawson Odoms. But of course, hey, as we always do here on the show, a little more breaking news. Under Armour, what about that?
Speaking of jerseys, Under Armour will have a pop-up store at the Taste of the Jag where you can purchase Under Armour gear, and that will be because tomorrow a 5-year deal with Southern and Under Armour will be announced.
Yeah.
So, hey, Under Armour will be providing athletic gear for every sport, cheerleading, baseball, football, basketball. So I'm looking forward to look nice in that blue. You know?
And Roma Banks telling us a couple weeks ago when this deal is final, they're not going to be just for sports. It's going to be an Under Armour campus. So you'll be seeing some signs out there, some insignia, Under Armour all over the place. So talking about football and athletics, the recruits are going to like that nice little sponsorship. Like you said, a little UA on the jersey makes things a little bit better.
Can we get like an Under Armour golf shirt or something?
Roll the human jukebox.
Can you send us something,
on the screen? We got to start. Aaron's trying to get all kinds of free stuff out here.
Hey, closed mouths don't get fed.
Whatever you say, Aaron. Here's the human jukebox. As always, they'll be out there upcoming this football season. But hey, upcoming here on this show, more football right around the corner, which means you will need tickets to see those boys out there in those Under Armour jerseys. We'll give it the scoop coming up next.
But up next with the Taste of the Jag coming up this week, we have a little preview of a tasting with Mr. Hollywood himself. Join us when we return for more Inside the Jaguar Nation.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
That's right, welcome back to the show. Morgan Beard, Aaron Lee here on Inside the Jaguar Nation. Now, it seems as though we're a little bit of a broken record up here. Not just this show, the past few weeks, going back to football season, it seems as all we talk about is Danny Johnson.
Well, I mean, when you're a star, a.k.a. Mr. Hollywood, that isn't a bad thing. Hey, Morgan, any publicity is good publicity. That's right. So before Danny left for Washington last week, with the Taste of the Jag event coming up on the horizon, he sat down with our very own Ashley Lyotis, had a chance to speak with him and taste some of those great restaurants that will be featured at the event. Here it is.
What's your preferred barbecue?
Ribs. I love ribs.
All right, ribs or crawfish?
Ribs.
All right.
Crawfish, well, for me, I say ribs more because I can eat that year round.
All right, take me through your plan. So Thursday, you go up there.
And I think that whole day is for physicals.
Okay.
Because we won't start practicing until the 11th. My job is to go there and compete for a spot, whether it's special teams, whatever they need me on, just try to go there and take advantage of every opportunity to be on the roster. So
what do they talk to you about? Like where they think you'll fit in best?
They like me at inside, at nickel, outside at corner, special teams, punt return, kick return, different things like that. So I'm just trying to make every impact that I could and just get some playing time first year. I just feel like I did everything I could possibly to be drafted. But like I said, I feel like everything happened for a reason. So if it just wasn't in God's faith for me to, be drafted, to go undrafted was the best thing. Actually, being undrafted, you get to kind of pick the spot you're comfortable with. So I think that's the plus to it. And, get to look at every situation and see what's the best situation for you. So I'm kind of glad that did happen. I was able to pick the best situation for myself. Just finding the best situation that needed a corner like me, like for it's inside or outside corner, because I'm shorter than most, but they use them a lot in the slot. So just finding the best situation that use those type of players and needed a person for returns. So that's why I just picked Washington, because I feel like that was the best situation for us returners and cornerbacks that they needed. I think it was like an easy process just selecting one of them, but definitely I feel like I made the right choice.
You feel like you kind of have a little chip on your shoulder to an undrafted?
Yeah, I think I do, and I think it's just, God wanted something different. I think at the end of the day, getting there, become successful, I think, it's just a greater part of the story of, already what I've been through. So I just think, he put me in that situation for a reason, and he also put me in a great situation to go somewhere and try to compete to get a spot on the roster.
What do you think you need to do to make that roster cut?
I just feel like I had to go in and compete. Definitely, just coming from Southern, just prove that I belong there, first of all. So I just want to go there and show that I can play with anybody, regardless of the school that I come from. And at the end of the day, football is football. So I just feel as long as I focus on that, everything else will take care of itself.
All right, great stuff, Ashley. But as always, we bring you the sweet sounds of the human jukebox, and time for another break. Coming up next on the show, it's almost time for football season. So have you bought your tickets, Jaguar Nation? We'll tell you all you need to know about tickets. We'll be right back with more inside the Jaguar Nation.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
That's right. Welcome back to the show.
Hey, we're going to tell you everything you need to know about Jaguar season tickets. Take it away, Chris.
Absolutely. It's never too early to start talking about Southern University football.
Absolutely.
Obviously, the fall brings an excitement that is unmatched anywhere in the country. So this week, tickets went on sale for season books. So we're letting all of our fans know that season books are available. We wanted to reward our diehard season book holders with a bit of a price discount. So in certain sections, you'll see a discount as low as $20. And season tickets are nothing outrageous. Some season tickets start as low as $65. The most exciting thing is that we get to open the season against Langston in a game that Coach Banks announced as the Pete Richardson Classic, which is tremendous. Based on the legacy that Pete Richardson has as the head coach at Southern University. And it's also a renewal of a rivalry when the SWAC originally started with a university out of Oklahoma and Langston University. So we're excited about that.
You start a new home and home series, something I got really excited about. You announced that a couple weeks ago.
Absolutely. For a long period of time, Southern University versus Florida A&M was the longest standing rivalry amongst HBCUs who weren't in the same conference. And recently, this past month, we announced that rivalry is starting back up again with the home and home for the 2019 and 2020 season. We'll go to Tallahassee first to take on the Florida A&M Rattlers before they venture back to Baton Rouge. And it's more than just the game. It's the fan bases, it's the alumni, it's the bands, obviously, and that creates an environment unlike any other. And we're extremely excited to have Florida A&M back on the schedule. I want to mention also that fans, when you purchase football season books, for an additional $100, you can go ahead and get your basketball and baseball season books as well. And if you're able to purchase your season books before the end of the month of May, you'll receive a $15 discount. So go jagsports.com, 225-771-3171 is the number for the ticket office.
Hey, good stuff from Chris there. That does it for us this week on Inside the Jaguar Nation. For Aaron Lee, I'm Morgan Beard. We'll see you guys next week.
Are you ready to discover Southern University? SU is the only historically black college system in the nation. Discover innovation with 32 undergraduate and 23 graduate programs to choose from. Discover excellence with the world-class education provided by highly esteemed faculty and staff. Discover culture. Whether you're cheering the Jags to victory, enjoying the human jukebox, SU has that unique Louisiana culture. So, what are you waiting for?
Discover.
Discover you at SU.